How many of you know about mind maps? Okay, how many of you do not know about mind maps? Good, then I'm good. So you're ignorant. Is ignorant okay? Yes. It's one of the best things you can be. Because if you don't know, and that's all that it means, if you don't know, what can you do? Question it. Explore it. Learn. Learn how to learn. How many of you have found as you are getting older, which of course you are all doing, how many of you have found that your memory is beginning to wobble a bit? Some of you have forgotten. So what we're going to do today, I'm going to test you. But you are going to test yourself. But it's going to be you self-examining, and then we will explore that. So I'm going to start by giving you a couple of tests. And let's start with memory test 1. Memory test number 1. So take your implements, because I'm going to ask you to note answers, and this is a test to do with yourself. It's not a table team test. So don't chat to people. This is total personal. And when I ask you this test, explore how it feels to do what you are doing. It may well be very easy, it might be difficult. We will find out. So the first, this is memory test number 1. Memory test number 1. You needn't ask me any questions, because it's a pretty simple instruction. I'm going to ask you to note the planets of our solar system. You get 1 mark for each planet named and numbered. It has to be in its correct orbit. So the center of our solar system is Sun. There are therefore then planets. Number 1 is the closest planet. Number 2 is the next planet. Number 3, if there are 3, is the next planet. And it goes on until that solar system, in terms of the planets, is then complete. So I'll give you a minute to note them. This is entirely you. Just note them. And as you're doing it, when you can recall them, immediately note how you feel when you've got it. And when you can't find it, or you don't know what is, how does that feel? What does your brain do? So you self-explore as well. Okay, team? Your minute starts now. To make this test a little bit easier for you, Aquarius is not one of them. And don't worry about this. The average score around the world on this test is 1. So don't worry about it. Whatever your score is, that's what your score is. And a number of you are talking. I said many times, in different ways, saying the same thing, please do it entirely on your own. Do not talk to anybody. Test yourself. And some of you decide you're going to talk to people. Why? Because when you talk to people and they're trying to think and remember, you interfere with them. So it's not, be good boys and girls and make sure you're quiet. There's a rationale. You don't want to interfere with the nature of thinking. Now you've actually had enough time to write down 27 planets. So you've now done it. So please now change paper, because your neighbor is going to mark your paper. So I'm going to give you the answers. And team members, please do not let your neighbor influence you on the marking of their paper. Because they're already going to try to change their score. So,
there's a lot of debate about this. The Poseidon is a planet, and one of the normal 9 is not a planet. So, discussion going on. I think according to classical list it is. So that's the list that he's going to refer to.
Alright, team. So number 1 is? Mercury. 1 Mercury. 2 Venus. 3 Earth. 4 Mars. 5 Jupiter. 6 Saturn. And then yes, Uranus. There's a lot of difficulty with the pronunciation of that. It is Uranus. And then Neptune. And then Pluto.
That's what you said, right? That's what you said.
And I did predict that there would then be argument. Because the astronomical communities have changed it around. And Pluto was decided it was a planet, but then it was decided that it wasn't a planet. So it was taken out. And then it was decided that it was a dwarf planet. Now if it's a dwarf planet, then it's a planet that is a dwarf. So it's a planet. So you get a mark if you knew that that was the situation. And you knew, then you get a mark for them. So it's basically 9. And there will be now a number of candidates. There are asteroids, there are other ones that are nearly as big, or maybe even bigger than Pluto. So it's now a debating area. This is fundamental number 9. Right, team, so mark it. Give it back to you, and put your name on it. You are the examiner. And give the mark.
Sorry? Moon is satellite.
How many of you
It doesn't have its own light.
yesterday were at Okay, yesterday, some of you will have heard Dr. Edward Rogers. Wood Rogers. Yes. He was, among many things, the consultant to NASA. And he had met 7 and probably more astronauts and advised NASA on various thinking. I, as a kid, always wanted to be an astronaut. It was one of my dreams. And he and I, Edward, had a good conversation. And yesterday, he gave me his NASA badge. And one of the dreams that I have had is that I hated school. I did not like extra homework. How many of you loved doing extra homework?